Hey, it's Dr. Tyson again. I received some questions. All right, so the question is, how can you tell when a business owner needs help with their current systems? This is a tricky question. I would say it's very difficult to tell if systems aren't working from the outside looking in, right? But I would add that if a business owner doesn't have systems for key areas like sales, marketing, operations, solution delivery, if you don't have systems for that, you're probably in a place where you're doing too much, first of all, and putting your mental health and well-being in jeopardy, okay? Systems are created to allow a business owner to step away from the business, right? There's a book called The E-Myth that talks about this. I forget the author's name, but the idea is that you create a business to generate profit. One, yes, we all understand that, but it's one that should be self-sustaining. The business shouldn't be created for you to do all of these things within the business. And if you allow it, you can be overwhelmed. I've been there, totally overwhelmed by the business because there's so many things that you need to get done. You want to have these systems in place so that you, as a business leader, founder, entrepreneur, co-founder, whatever the case may be, can work in your strength area, okay? So think about it like this. If you have a natural talent in sales, or a passion for it, meaning you can engage in sales conversations all day long and not even break a sweat. If having conversations, engaging with people, schmoozing, doing the Vanna White with your product and services, if that comes super easy to you, why would you want to spend time in accounting? And so systems allow business owners, business leaders, founders to step away from these areas without losing their peace of mind, right? The system allow this task of the repeatable task to be done efficiently, accurately, and completely without human intervention all the time, okay? And the idea is once you have these systems in place, you would hire someone to manage the system, okay? And as you grow, you get more people into those systems and, more people to manage the people managing the system, okay? But again, the bigger idea is you have systems to cover these areas of the business to have them run efficiently, accurately, and completely, okay? And without your involvement. And that's not to say you should totally turn over your sales or your accounting or marketing to the person that you hire. You need to understand the system, right? As the business owner, you need to definitely understand the system, but that doesn't mean you have to do it, okay? Let's say, for example, sales, for example. I have a sales system, but I don't do the sales. I totally understand what needs to be done, where the steps are and qualifying buyers and stuff like that, and what that means to my overall customer experience, but I don't do it. I have somebody else to do it, right? That's kind of what we want to see in businesses, right? Now, going back to what I said, if you don't have these systems and you're doing all these things, and don't get me wrong, I'm not poo-pooing on anyone who's just starting their business and wearing, 10, 15 hats, right? Like I'm not discounting that at all. The goal would be to get from under those hats, put the systems in place, and then turn it over, right? But if you're in a place right now where you have to do everything, keep rocking and rolling, but design the system, right? Or get someone to design the system until you can afford to hire someone to manage it. Or you can maybe find a solution that automates some of that so you don't have to do it. Automation is another great enabler within businesses. Marketing automation allows you to do a ton of things where you don't necessarily have to have a system, but it allows you to be more productive. For example, generative AI right now it's helping people be more productive, but you don't have to have a system, right? You don't have to have a repeatable way of doing this. You just send the prompts and it produces blog posts. It does these sort of things for you. And so automation is very, very, is key. And then automation with systems gets you where you want to be. So if you're in that place right now where you don't quite have the systems in place yet, take the time to invest in your business by designing the systems, develop it, and then try to work it into where you can test it, see where it can work. And then as you grow your business, as you generate more revenue and you're able to hire, you already have the system in place. You know the system. You hire someone, you can get them trained on the system, and you can plug and play. And that's where you want to be. And so when you're looking at your business with a critical eye, or you just want to implement some systems that can actually help you step away from those tasks, a few indicators are you're missing targets, right? Whether it be revenue targets, cost targets, you should have a system that allows you to create a budget. So a way to assign both revenue and cost to that budget, right? So you have your budget expectations, what your actuals are, and then the difference, right? And so if you're missing these things, it's probably because you don't have a system to help you do that, right? The other thing, and the last, probably most important for me, if you don't have systems, you're probably going to have disengaged customers as well as employees, right? So you want to have a system to help you engage with customers from the time that they recognize they need your product or service to the time and after, the time and beyond they've purchased, right? Very important. And then, as far as disengaged employees, if you don't have a system to manage the culture within your organization, a system that will allow employees to feel empowered, to feel like they can bring their authentic selves to the job, you're going to have disengaged employees, right? And disengaged employees won't bring that discretionary contribution. And what I mean by that is that extra effort beyond their job description that really injects innovation into your business, right? Disengaged customers, disengaged employees mean no innovation. There's no innovation flowing through your business. And that is a major, major problem. And so indirectly, that's a indicator of poor systems. If you don't have any innovation, right? If you don't have any innovation, you're probably going to have disengaged customers and disengaged employees, and you don't have engaged customers and employees because you don't have any systems. So if you want to learn more about systems, about innovation, go to my website, stratascension.com, check it out, or just reach out to me. I hope this was helpful for you. I enjoy these questions. They are kind of tricky, but I enjoy adding value to the community.